Hello, welcome to Garden of Wisdom channel. I hope you enjoy. Please click subscribe for more updates. Our subject today is
what is the role of grace in our lives? Grace is an incredible word when you investigate it. Grace is described as a state of being, extra time, a beautiful name, mercy, a divine power granted by God, or an effortless beauty or charm. These are to name a few of the many meanings and interpretations in human history. This lovely state of grace we may have spiritually visualized, felt and even sensed from the other side of our consciousness exists to remind us who and what we are. Have you ever felt worthless or critical of yourself only to be lifted by circumstances into a totally new reality of gratitude and respect by someone else who believed in you? The universe has a way of bringing in people and events. These can change our lives if we are living in a graceful state of acceptance. Sometimes your life might be described as grace under pressure. Other times it seems as if you might be catching all the breaks. If someone special graces you with their loving presence, they most assuredly will have a message of synchronicity to share which can enrich your life. Grace also describes elegance and beauty in expression of action, such as the dancer who through their art learns how to gracefully maneuver their body to explain the emotions they are conveying. Grace is also described as a prayer offering before meals. Imparting a blessing on food to be consumed is a tradition in many spiritual faiths around the world. Being thankful and grateful for life and the provision of food is an intrinsic ritual for millions of people. Saying grace for many is a way to bring souls together in gratitude. It also creates a healthy environment around the table. Grace is acceptance with dignity and maturity. We are all challenged throughout our lifetimes to choose our reactions and the frequencies from which we choose to operate. When we go out into the world with grace and gratefulness, it becomes the energy which surrounds us wherever we go. We can nurture our grace as we get older and hopefully wiser. We learn to remain silent and listen instead of reacting with fear. Grace elevates us in our prayers and meditations. It means we are loved by the source of our existence and our consciousness is always alive. It helps us listen to our guidance, the peaceful calm that resides inside when we trust that we are whole, just the way we are. We have everything available. The only difference between those that practice grace and those who don't is the knowledge of its amazing power to transform our lives. Knowing when and how to speak our minds with dignity helps us to articulate our truths and being our most authentic selves. With grace, we learn to accept we by ourselves could not exist without each other's help here and to respect each other as we are. Still growing, learning and evolving into the state of grace where there is joy, forgiveness, true unconditional love. Not everything we think or do is anyone else's business unless we choose it to be. So many things are between us and our spiritual connections, deeply rooted to our soul's journey. We may not always feel graceful as we stumble every now and then, but this universe is filled with full acceptance of every part of our soul journey. We only need to remember how to let go with purpose so we can move forward with style. If we show ourselves some mercy, we will be able to gift it to everyone else as well.